So one day I flipped it on him and showed up in it was town car days. I had a town car. Popped out the town car with a camera. Said, yo, Puff, yo, you gotta let me film this. The whole thing, we need to document this, Playboy. He was like...
Foxx was hospitalized in April for a medical emergency while working on a movie in Atlanta.
I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through.
Jamie Foxx just destroyed Diddy's defense in court, and he didn't even need a lawyer to do it. In his own words on stage, Jamie said he saw the devil. He said something didn't look right.
I was in that tunnel. It was hot in that tunnel. Am I going to the wrong place in this? Because I looked at the end of the tunnel and I thought I saw the devil, like, come on. Was that Puffy?
And then he said what people were already thinking, Diddy's name.
The internet said that Puffy tried to me. I left them parties early. I was out by 9. Something don't look right. It's slippery in here.
This wasn't a comedy bit. It was personal. And if you've been following Diddy's trial, you know this wasn't random. Because when Jamie disappeared for months in 2023, nobody got answers. Now that he's back, he's naming names. And according to people close to him, he already reported Diddy to the FBI. So if Jamie testifies in court, that's not just bad news for Diddy. It's the final nail in his defense. On April 11th, 2023, Jamie Foxx was in Atlanta shooting a Netflix film called Back in Action. That morning, he told someone he had a headache. He asked for an Advil, and then he vanished.
April 11th, I was having a bad headache, and I asked my boy for an aspirin. Before I could get the aspirin, I don't remember 20 days.
That was the first time fans realized something was seriously wrong. Jamie was rushed to a hospital. His daughter Corinne released a short statement calling it a medical complication. But beyond that, no details were shared. Not about what happened, not about what caused it, not even where he was being treated. People started speculating fast. First, it was just a stroke. Then rumors of brain damage. Then it got darker. People started asking, was Jamie poisoned? And one name kept coming up, Diddy. At the time, Diddy was already under quiet federal investigation. Cassie had just separated from him. Whispers were growing about abuse and dark secrets behind the scenes. But no one expected Jamie Foxx, one of the most respected names in the business, to get pulled into it. Still, the timeline didn't lie. Jamie got sick out of nowhere, vanished, didn't show his face for months. And when he finally returned, he started making jokes that didn't sound like jokes.
The internet said that Puffy tried to me. I left them parties early. I was out by 9. Something don't look right. It's slippery in here.
The question now wasn't just what happened to Jamie. It was who had something to gain by keeping him quiet. And the person at the center of it all was already in the FBI's sights. 6 months after Jamie Foxx returned from his medical crisis, a man named Big Homie CC spoke out. He wasn't just anyone. He used to work for Diddy as a personal bodyguard. And when he sat down for an interview on Cam Capone News in October 2024, he dropped a bomb that no one expected.
Well, I know he poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that's a fact.
This wasn't speculation. He said he knew, and he said Jamie told him directly. That changed everything, because now it wasn't just the internet making wild guesses. It was someone from inside Diddy's circle, and he was saying Jamie wasn't just sick, he was attacked. In that same interview, Big Homie claimed Diddy had tried to poison people before, including him.
I've had altercations with people around him for doing strange things to people that I'm close with, and they do little sneaky stuff like that.
According to him, Diddy's circle wasn't just shady, it was dangerous. And Jamie Foxx wasn't the only target. But Jamie's case hit harder. He's one of the biggest names in Hollywood. Respected, loved, a man with no reason to lie. So why would Big Homie risk saying all this? He said it plainly. He was tired of the lies. And he wasn't the only one, because just weeks later, another insider came forward. And he had actually been in the room when Jamie broke his silence about Diddy. Choke No Joke isn't just a YouTuber. He's a former music industry insider. He used to direct videos for Rockefeller and worked with some of the biggest names in hip-hop. So when he said he was at Jamie Foxx's Netflix taping, people listened. Jamie was performing his first big special since the health scare. It was called What Had Happened Was. 2 nights, phones locked, no video allowed, just Jamie, a mic, and a lot of tension in the room. After attending both nights, Choke posted online, and what he said backed up every single thing Big Homie had claimed.
Jamie Foxx states in the special that Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, and he is the one that called the FBI on him.
So it's gotta be a joke though, right?
I don't think he was joking.
Choke said it wasn't a joke. He said Jamie was serious, and even though no cameras were rolling, he remembered exactly how Jamie delivered the message. He even warned the public, when that Netflix special comes out, pay attention, because Jamie doesn't say things for no reason. Choke also said Jamie wasn't scared. Not anymore. He was just tired of holding secrets, tired of pretending, and maybe most importantly, tired of surviving something no one else would talk about. That Netflix special wasn't just a comeback, it was a coded statement, and once it dropped, everyone could finally see what Jamie had been holding in since April 2023. When what had happened was finally dropped on Netflix, fans were expecting a light comedy special, but within minutes it was clear this was different. Jamie used jokes, but the topics were dark. He talked about death, he talked about betrayal, and he brought up Diddy more than once.
I was in that tunnel though. It was hot in that tunnel. Am I going to the wrong place in this? Because I looked at the end of the tunnel and I thought I saw the devil like, come on. Was that Puffy?
He kept a smile on his face. The crowd laughed nervously, but the words didn't land like jokes.
Baby oil, more than 1,000 bottles altogether.
As you like.
That joke referenced one of the most viral rumors from Diddy's lawsuit, the baby oil. But the punchline wasn't the focus. It was the fact that Jamie chose to bring it up, and the more he talked, the more the crowd quieted. In the middle of what should have been a feel-good comeback, Jamie was making direct references to death, to something demonic, to someone who wanted him gone. And after that special aired, Jamie posted a photo. He was holding a mic, wiping tears from his eyes, and he captioned it. This wasn't a comedy show. It was an artistic explanation of something that went terribly wrong. No one was laughing anymore, because at that point, even the people who didn't believe in conspiracy theories had to admit, Jamie was pointing the finger, and he was doing it in plain sight. Once Jamie's special dropped, attention shifted to one thing, the FBI. Multiple people who claimed to be close to Jamie said he had already gone to the feds, not just to report what happened to him, but to name names. And at the top of that list was Diddy. Choke No Joke confirmed it too. He said Jamie told the crowd that night, clear as day, that he had contacted federal authorities.
And he is the one that called the FBI on him.
It lines up with the timeline. Jamie vanished in April 2023. A full year later, in April 2024, Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by Homeland Security and federal agents. By late 2024, Diddy was officially facing charges: racketeering, firearms, witness tampering. And here's where it matters. If Jamie ends up testifying, even indirectly, it could be devastating for Diddy's legal defense. Jamie isn't a random accuser. He's not someone the jury can dismiss. He's a world-famous actor with no criminal history, a long career, and no past beef with Diddy. He even honored Diddy at his Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony back in 2008. So if Jamie takes the stand, or if the FBI confirms his statements are part of their case, that's a nightmare for Diddy's team. Because this isn't just about bad press anymore, it's about credibility, and Jamie has it. Jamie Foxx never said it outright. He didn't accuse Diddy directly, but everything he did say pointed in one direction. He could have stayed quiet. He could have played it safe. Instead, he stood on stage and told the world what he'd been through. He made jokes, but behind the laughs, the message was clear. And if what his insiders are saying is true, if the FBI has him on record, Diddy's defense isn't just weak, it's already falling apart. Anyway, that's it for the video, folks. Bye.